Hi, we're starting a new project here this week, and I just want to give you a little run by how we got involved in this. It was a gentleman from China, and Mr. An was asking us to build him a house. We got here, there was a bungalow on this property, a small bungalow, and we had to go through all the procedures to get where we are right now. We had to do a hazardous material report. They found asbestos on the site. Then we had to get a hazardous material company to remove the material. Then we went in and removed all the gyprock, the drywall. We had it all taken away, and then we tore down the building. Then we had the surveyors come out here, and they planted all the pins for us to dig the hole. This hole is 5 feet approximately bigger than the entire house all around. We had the hole dug out, and then the surveyors came back and planted the pins for us to do our foundations. Right over here, you can see what it looks like. There's the pins. There's the amount of space that we have in between the hole and the foundation itself. The reason is to prevent people from getting hurt when they're fabricating the footings. We're going to start the footings today, and once we get a little further ahead, we'll be back and show you what it looks like. Hi there. Well, we got our footings finished today, and we're getting ready for pour. As you can see, we installed the footings, and we set the rebar. We compacted our gravel. I'm going to show you how we got the gravel in there. Then we got a city inspection. The engineer came down, approved our rebar installation. We gave that to the city. The city passed our inspection, and today we should be pouring the concrete. It's a beautiful day for Vancouver, actually. You'll notice how we installed a 1x3 to hold our rebar uprights for the walls. This is common practice that I have always seen. I don't know if anybody else does it any other way. You got to make sure that the rebar is center of your concrete wall that's coming up. As you can see, these walls are just bearing walls made with lumber, so they're just a footing for an extra pad to bear the weight. But the concrete walls themselves, the ICFs that we're going to be installing, have to be done with upright rebar, because the rebar continues all around, and it's a continuous rebar all around. What I'll do is I'll show everybody, once they're pouring the concrete and the rebar itself, how I straighten it up and get it ready for our ICFs and lay down the tracks a little later on. Well, that's it. That's our footing. And also I'll show you is how the slinger brought in all the gravel, made these piles, getting ready for us to lay down our 4-inch in between the pads. And then after that, we put down a white beaded 3-inch piece of foam, and then we put down a 6x6 mesh on top of that with a poly, and then we pour our concrete floor. So anyways, I'll be back a little later when the pumps get here. This is all the gravel he's depositing here. He's got one more load. And then we'll have to level it all off, compact it. We're getting pretty good to go. I always load it up pretty much in the middle because we have a 4-inch extra gravel in there before we lay down the basement concrete floor on top of the footings. You can see after the slinger goes by, you have lots of leveling, lots of placing. There's lots of gravel around there for the French drain. Makes a couple big piles so we can cover it after. It's looking good. Well, here we are back with the pumps. There's the pump. Truck with the concrete truck. Loading from the back. It's a 3-man operation. One places. The other one's vibrating. He's already starting to polish. They go through this pretty quick.